A new governance regime has been embraced in Kenya through the introduction of the devolved system of government. Devolution has brought the government closer to the people and significantly changed the relationship between the people and their government. Counties have decentralized power and taken national resources closer to the people. Under the devolved system of governance, cities and urban centers are a jurisdiction of county governments. Devolution has enabled ordinary citizens to take part in shaping local governance in many forms, including planning and budgeting.
As far as we are concerned, the spirit of devolution, the reason why we say the decentralization should go to the lowest level possible is because ni mwananchi wa kawaida, ni mwananchi, kila mwananchi ndio anahitaji huduma.
Proper institutional, policy and legal framework has been put in place to promote good governance. These include the Urban Areas and Cities Act 2011 UACA, National Urban Development Policy, and guidelines for public participation. However, poor governance and non-accountability are some of the factors that hinder citizens from enjoying their rights as envisaged in the devolution model. To intervene and effectively address the urban management challenges, the Civil Society Urban Development Platform (CSUDP) has established a large footprint in the counties of Kenya, thus making contributions in urban governance and institutional building. CSUDP's contribution to innovative governance has been through public participation models, governance institutions, and policy influence. In terms of public participation models, devolution has set an unprecedented space for citizens' development aspirations to be incorporated in county and urban development plans. In the urban sector, while the Urban Areas and Cities Act 2011 Section 22 mandates citizens to engage with urban planning, the urban majority living in slums and informal settlements have continued to suffer lack of access to adequate basic services. This situation can partly be attributed to a disconnect between the formal plans and informal aspirations of this urban population. Lack of competence to engage with planning processes still stands in their way. To bridge this gap and instill planning competence amongst the urban population living in informal settlements, the Civil Society Urban Development Platform (CSUDP), in partnership with Pamoja Trust, has galvanized social planning model, the Adaptive Settlement Planning Model (ASPM), for informal settlement planning in the country. The model has already been fully embraced by two county governments, Mombasa and Kisumu. In Mombasa, ASPM has enabled 1,100 households of Kwabulo settlements acquire land ownership rights through the issue of certificates of occupancy, guaranteeing them formal occupancy of the land and opening new avenues for improved planning of the settlements. Similar processes have advanced significantly in Garissa, Medina, Nakuru KMC, and Uasin Gishu Hill School, where an additional 3,000 households are poised to benefit. In addition, through the local urban forums LUF's platform, 1,100 civil society organizations that have been equipped with social accountability, advocacy and participatory planning skills are actively engaging in the current review and formulation of the next cycle of County Integrated Development Plans (CIDPs). This is a marked departure from the first round of CIDPs, where their involvement was passive. Another example is the Kilifi County Citizens Alternative Budget Initiative, which was launched in 2013. It aims at reducing poverty by ensuring that county budgetary allocations are in line with citizens' needs and priorities.
When citizens participate they complement their strengths. Whereas one is good at this, the other one is good at this, then when they come together, they share ideas and come up with a common position, and which they will use to lobby and engage the county.
The initiative has greatly strengthened citizens' capacity to shape the county budgeting process as they determine how county resources are used, resulting in a more transparent, responsive and accountable county government. In Isiolo County, concerted actions amongst stakeholders coordinated by Isiolo Local Urban Forum in partnership with Haki Jamii led to the resolution of water conflict occasioned by the diversion of Isiolo River to supply water for the construction of Isiolo Airport, one of the components of the Lamu Port South Sudan-Ethiopia Transport Project, LAPSET. A water sharing schedule was put in place that now enables over 2,000 residents residing on the lower river basin to access water on a predictable basis.
So, tuliweka mkataba, tukasema watu watakuwa wakitoa maji kwa siku yao, wale wakulima wako juu na wale wafugaji wako na mifugo huko, na pia tukahakikishe hii mto haijakauka kwa sababu ya wale wanyama wako huko chini paka.
In terms of governance institutions, CSUDP has focused on building institutional bridges with national government, county government, and other key actors in a bid to entrench good governance practices and influence policies that are sensitive to the aspirations of the urban majority, the poor. For instance, CSUDP pioneered the establishment of Urban Boards non-state agencies UB&A coalition. This is a body that brings together all the non-state agencies with statutory mandate of the establishment of urban boards and ad hoc committees. The professional bodies that constitute UB&A have also signed a cooperation agreement committing to adherence with best practices through their respective nominees to the urban boards. Through UB&A's influence, guidelines for the nomination of non-state representatives to the urban boards have been adopted by the government and guarantees quality representation in the boards. This is an important step towards ensuring that nominees subscribe to a strict code of conduct in the discharge of their duties.
Let's think beyond just sitting in the boards, but exercising real and tangible influence in these boards so that we can move things.
In terms of policy influence to facilitate meaningful civic engagement and promote active citizenship, CSUDP has supported the establishment of local urban forums (LUFs) in 21 counties. Through these forums, local policy have been successfully realized. In Mombasa County, for instance, a popularly developed county land policy has been adopted by the county government. County residents are now hopeful that the policy will gradually address land issues that have bedeviled the coastal city over the years. Kwabulo land squatters have been the first to benefit from land regularization under the policy framework. After years of what had become a chronic land dispute, the over 10,000 squatters were issued with 1,000 certificates of occupancy, bringing to an end many years of tenure insecurity and fear of evictions. Good urban governance is thus the sum of the many ways individuals and institutions, public and private, plan and manage the common affairs of the city. It is a continuing process through which conflicting or diverse interests may be accommodated and cooperative action taken. It includes formal institutions as well as informal arrangements and the social capital of citizens.